You've just started building your freelance business and you've got a lot of interest coming from people who need your help, but they don't always want to pay you. Should you ever do freelance work for free? By the end of this video, you'll know how to answer that question. Plus, stick around because I'm giving away a cheat sheet that will transform the way you take on clients. I'm Lauren Golden here with a new episode of Free Mama TV showing moms like you how to start and run a successful business from home. Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new episode of Free Mama TV right here each and every Tuesday. Building your business as a freelance virtual assistant is a big deal, mama, and you're going to confront a lot of new situations for the very first time. One question that comes up again and again is, should I ever take on clients for free? You'll find people that say you should never, ever, ever work for free because it devalues you and other freelancers. It means you'll attract the wrong people, and it means you don't have a good money mindset. On the other side of the spectrum, you'll find people who think everyone should start out by doing work for free. It builds character, it gives you experience, and it makes people want to help you. And then there's me. You're gonna love my answer. Should you ever work for free? The answer is a solid maybe. Now, before you click away, let me explain. I don't think that you should work for free because all of us should be valued for our work and compensated fairly. But there are times and circumstances when working for a testimonial or experience is a fair transaction. When I'm working with students, I have a simple question I ask to help them figure out if they should take on a client or project for free. Could you Google how to do this thing and get complete and comprehensive instructions that anyone can follow? In other words, is there a cookbook style recipe you're following to get the work done? For example, if someone wants you to make an email signature in Canva or set up a calendar link or resize some images to fit a template, you can get specific detailed instructions on how to do that. So even if you've never done that particular task before, there's no real specialized knowledge necessary, and you can feel comfortable charging from the very beginning. You don't need to make 3 email signatures in Canva or resize half a dozen images for free to master the process here. If you fall into this trap, you'll find yourself taking on nearly everything for free. Well, I've made an email signature in Canva, but I've never made blog post covers before, so I guess I'll do the first one for free. Sure, I've resized images to 50%, but that doesn't mean I've resized them to 25%. Mama, no. If you can Google the answer to your question, if the work you're doing comes down to following step-by-step instructions, you should be paid from day one. Have you ever worked for free on a project before? Tell me in the comments below. So when does it make sense to work for free? Well, let's say you want someone to hire you for your expertise in a specific area. For example, you want people to pay you to design logos from scratch or to write a sales page that converts. If you've never done those things before, it might be hard to land your first client. That's a case where it might make sense to take on 1 or 2 projects for a testimonial and feedback, which you can then use to get other clients to pay you for that work in the future. Of course, if you're going to work in exchange for something other than money, here's what's important to remember. You need to know what that something else is. You need to be super clear that you're doing the work in exchange for gaining that thing. You have to go back to my favorite phrase: communication, expectations, and boundaries. You don't want to find yourself in a situation where your client thinks you're going to spend the next 8 weeks at his beck and call, provide endless rounds of revisions, and be okay when he changes his mind and comes up with an entirely new concept several months from now. It's up to you to communicate. Tell the client exactly what you will and won't do. For example, you might decide that you're going to provide 3 design concepts, and when the client chooses one, you're happy to offer 2 rounds of revisions. Anything beyond that just won't be included in the project, and the client will have to pay for it. Make sure the client knows all of that information up front so that there are no surprises down the line. I've met way too many freelancers who get stuck in a bad place. You think you're taking on work to get experience, but what actually happens is you get stuck with the kind of person who is always looking for a free or cheap solution. These are the neediest people and the ones who will make you believe that starting a business is hard and draining. You also want to be sure that everyone clearly understands the end point of the free work. Are you going to handle the first 2 hours for free? The first week? 1 project? How is that project defined? How available will you be? Can the client call you any time of day or night? Set those expectations and then enforce your boundaries. If you tell a client, I'm only going to do this one task for free, but you continue to deliver everything else he dumps on you, whose fault is it when you're overwhelmed and stressed out? That's on you because you're not enforcing your boundaries. Now, when you're new at this whole business thing, you might not have the confidence to terminate a bad relationship. So you wind up running yourself ragged trying to please someone who is never, ever going to be happy. Who needs that kind of stress? You started your business because you wanted freedom, right? And that's why you probably need to break free and start charging for the work. If you're ready to get paid to do freelance work for your clients, then you definitely need to check out my discovery call cheat sheet that will show you exactly what to say to a potential client to get the job and get paid for it. You can find out more in the link below. Also, if you want to join a community of mamas just like you, I have a Facebook group where thousands of mamas come together for support and action-taking tips and motivation. As always, if you liked this video, please let me know by liking it below, subscribe, and share it with your fellow mamas. And comment below with the hashtag I am a free mama if this video helped you get paid for your work. We did it. Okay. Okay. Oh, she says that 2 times. Intro, blah, blah, blah. Should you work for free? I wish I had some Skrilla. I got no cash money. Hopefully that works. See, I can talk. I said scroll up. Who says scroll up? Good times. One moment, please. Well, let me just, offer. No. Boop, boop, boop.